Nocny dok.
Fresh blood. The whole building reeks of it. The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy.
Mamy ołowiany pręt. Kogoś słychać. Nawet. Nieznany gościu. Muszę się napić jeszcze, dobry Boże, tylko no Williamie, przestań proszę. Tylko jeden łyk, obiecuję, jest Pan moim najlepszym przyjacielem. Ostatnim najlepszym. William nie czuje ramienia. What the fuck? A co to? Kosa. Broń dwuręczna. Załóż broń dwuręczną i wybierz obróć umiejętności specjalnej. Okej. Możemy też kosą się bić, widzę. No dobra, idziemy. W tym miejscu przelano wiele krwi. Spotka się z Janem. Nie mogę włączyć sobie zmysłów.
This creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
What? O ty chuju. Coś wypadło z ciebie? Chociaż nic. Ale mamy pieniążki. Kurwa, to trzeba strasznie tutaj patrzeć na to wszystko. Te pieniążki nawet za bardzo nie błyszczą. A trupów? I tu pieniążki, proszę. No, przydałaby się umiejka, która by bardziej wyostrzała zmysły. Żeby rzeczory było lepiej zbierać. To chyba wszystko już. Dobra.
I forgive you. William was an honorable man. I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
I knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They'll stray without me.
Ojej.
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by skull?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders. Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help.
Teraz przybyłeś pomóc.
Give me a moment to secure my boat. We can leave this awful place.
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed this drink.
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
There, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me.
Czyli mam sobie zobaczyć, co się stało z Williamem.
Chcesz kubka?
Nie.
A piciu?
Tak. Masz szklankę. Coś tu mi jeszcze mrygało, czy mi się wydaje? No wiem, że William się mryga, ale czy coś jeszcze? Nie, już wszystko. Tam coś się mrygnęło? Nie. Mogę na górę? Czemu nie mogę na górę? Ale bym chciał.
This poor creature can't be my maker. Could it be some subspecies of vampire? I must find a place to analyze the blood.
Dobrze. To wejdź na pokład. Obrazku do... Co? Nie. Teraz spać raz iść. No to już jest pół godziny może i idę spać.
Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What... Who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy. Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it! I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again. From a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
It seems I have little choice. But
No.
yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
No ale halo, może ja nie chcę. Gdzie wolność wyboru? Halo.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy,
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
No w końcu jakieś normalne ciuchy na sobie mamy. Zabierz mnie do szpitala. Status dzielnicy zdrowy. Okej, mogę nawet z nim pogadać. A, nie, tylko z nim. Nie mogę wejść.
It's locked, all right.
Czemu it's locked? Fajna łódka. Tam nie mogę wejść na górę.
I'm sorry, Jonathan. Mr. Hampton needs me right now.
Dobrze słyszę jakiś... Teraz moja kolej. O nie, on go zadźgał.
Rotten all receive. Each heart contains the seeds of life. Drink at this river. Dry it all.
Oh, come on, you bastard! I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
To nie uprzejme.
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
All right, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Jakość krwi. Zdrowy. Jakość krwi do danego pomieszczenia. PD zanim uzyskasz. Im wyższa jakość krwi, tym więcej PD otrzymasz. Hipnotyzuj. Aby napić się krwi ofiary, musisz ją najpierw zahipnotyzować i zabrać w ustronne miejsce. Twój poziom hipnozy musi być co najmniej równy poziomowi odporności mieszkańca. Aby zahipnotyzować, wciśnij Q. A jak nie chcę? No dobra, niech tak będzie. Ciemniej podążaj czerwonym tropem, by zaciągnąć ofiarę w mrok. Pokusa krwi wciśnij. Aby wystać krew, sklej lub space, aby puścić wolno. Jeśli postanowisz zabić go przez wyssanie jego krew, zacznie pochłaniać liczbę posiadanych przez ciebie PD. Musi jednak liczyć z konsekwencjami tego czynu. Poznawaj mieszkańców i zbieraj ich wskazówki, aby zdobywać jak największe doświadczenie. To co, uwalniamy go, czy zabijemy sobie krew? Myślę, że on i tak umrze, nie? Wysimy go. Tylko jeden kęs.
Back, you bastard! Didn't have the guts to fight me. Fuck you. I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
Dzielnica kiedyś tym odczuje skutki moich działań. Straszne rzeczy. Słabo trochę ten. Punktów mało było, mogłem go z drugiej strony ocalić. I mu trochę nabić. Oj. Mhm. Ała. No tu pieniążki jeszcze leżały. Czy coś tu jeszcze mamy? Gdzieś? Oprócz trupa oczywiście. Skrzynka się ukryła. To wszystko. Szkoda, że tamten utonął. Też bym z tego wyssał.
I cannot enter.
A tam? Czemu tam nie mogę iść? A tu? Też nie. A tu się skrzynki świecą, a nie mogę tu wejść. No nie. Aha, tych gości już nie ma tutaj. Ich też nie. Jesteśmy przed szpitalem. To tyle w temacie. Jest kosz. Najważniejsze. No dobra, no to co? Zabierz mnie do szpitala. Wejdź do szpitala Pembroke. To coś się świeciło? Dobrze widziałem. Oczywiście, że tak. Tu jest ta gościuwa, którą byliśmy.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I apologize, nurse. I needed some time to myself. This has been the longest and strangest night of my life.
You delivered poor Mr. Hampton from a terrible fate. The means to that end should be of little concern, Doctor.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
I would like to ask a few questions first.
Gdzie jest mój pokój?
If you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in. How does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
Zna mnie lepiej niż ja jego. Dopiero co go poznałem.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
Super.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
Odpocznij, by ewoluować. Miał ewolucję. Jak w Pokemonach.
Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before, at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
It's more than enough. In any case, the personnel of a hospital are much more important to me than the building.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
Brak tu nadziei. Tu widzę wskazówki, co potrzebne.
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Tell me more about cherished people, then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
Any opinion about the management?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah, yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office now and again.
Coś jeszcze? Tu jeszcze coś mamy. To już było, dobra. Osobiste pytanie. Potrzebuję wskazówki. Żegnam.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Tylko tutaj jeszcze mamy na zewnątrz. Z kimś pogadać na zewnątrz? Chyba już więcej nie ma ludzi. Na razie nie idziemy. No nie ma nic. Nieznajomy. Ja tu mamy szafkę. Przez chwilę widać coś, jak mryga się ten... Szafki jak mrygają, coś jest do zebrania. Z tą gadaliśmy? Nie. Chodź pogadamy. No gdzie idziesz? Poczekaj chwilę.
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised.
Przegadany ten
I
gameplay.
suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
An
Choroba
invisible
na co nie
enemy?
widziałem do...
Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them. Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett's. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Czyli ona o nim.
Nurse
Wskazówki.
Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
Tippett cię podziwia.
Why does Dr. Tippett claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
To tyle.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Gdzie jest ten koleś? Teraz by się jego wypadało spytać o siostrę. O, jesteś. Chodź tu, poczekaj, poczekaj. Hej tu, chodź tu.
Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
Dr.
Dobrze, można to przyspieszać. Nie da się spytać o to. O.
You're exhausting yourself, Corcoran. Maybe you should think about preserving your strength.
No. We must keep on healing all those poor souls. We are the last rampart before chaos. Once more unto the breach.
Huh.
Nurse Brannigan is worried about you, Doctor.
She should not have told you that. I will have a word with her.
You don't have to blame her for her honesty.
I'm not that kind of man, my dear Jonathan. Actually, Nurse Brannigan's opinion is the only one I may listen to.
Nic nie ma więcej. Życie.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Dobra. Trochę śmieszne takie latanie między osobami i pytanie się. No, ona się martwi o ciebie. No, coś tam, bla bla bla.
Mistress of the dark. Stop following me.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening.
I'm not
Nie,
familiar.
nie, już nie chcę tego.
Is there... Why should...
Tego też nie. Myślałem, coś nowego będzie, ale chyba tutaj nic nie ma.
Goodbye, nurse.
Jest, tu nieznajomych jest masakra. Nawet z każdym gadaj. Czy tu jest lodówka jakaś do opędzlowania? Nie ma. Tutaj też nie ma, wszyscy są w środku. Będzie długa pogadanka, jeszcze z tym pogadamy. Kim ty jesteś?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
Aha, czyli można u niego coś kupywać jeszcze. Co tu robisz?
So what do you do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since... too long, I guess. I bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done. Most of the time.
It sounds like things have been a bit rough recently. What's happened?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing here. I escaped through the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital? That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
Nowe śledztwo. Ponad w godzie dobra i zła.
Since you're on the front line, how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
How is the situation?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful. We lack everything, and it's getting worse every day.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
Przemysł broni. Zbiste pytania. Nic nie mamy. Dobijmy targu, to sobie potem pohandluję z nim jeszcze. Zobaczę, co on tam ma ciekawego. Jezu, ile ludzi tu jest, masakra. Na górze coś jest. Chociaż tyle, że na górze nikogo nie ma.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
No widzisz, idealne miejsce do twoich badań. Co my tu mamy? Ale nie potrzebuję pielęgniarek. Halo, dzień dobry. Znamy się.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
You must get a hold of yourself, nurse.
Sorry, I'm exhausted. No one has any idea when this epidemic will be over.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse? What if in the end, nobody was spared?
How long have you been a nurse?
Well, long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
You'd be surprised what dedication can achieve, Nurse Hawkins. In medicine, sometimes we're just a test result away from a miracle.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual, especially concerning doctors.
Why does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned, Milton is not the chatty type.
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
Wskazówkę mam do Miltona. To wszystko.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Goodbye. Śmiesznie, śmiesznie bym powiedział. O, zabiłem go. To dobrze, że ten... Tak reakcji. Dobrze, że go zabiliśmy, no bo on taki był, wiecie, no. Wyssano krew, no. On jakiś szubrawcem był i ogólnie nie za fajnym człowiekiem, więc należało mu się. Kogo my tu jeszcze mamy? Tu jeszcze jakaś jest nieznajoma. Jakaś chora w ogóle tu jest. I tu jest jakaś chora. Nie wiem, czy ja z chorym nie chcę go rozmawiać. Tu jakiś nieznajomy, kurde, milion lekarzy tu jest. Dorothy już znamy. I tu nieznajomy, i tu nieznajomy. I tu, i tu. Masakra. Coś tu się świeciło, no. Zmięty list. Szlingi. Powiem, taka kostnica trochę. Na uboczu. Skrzyneczka zablokowana. Kolejna zablokowana skrzynka. I tu jakiś gościu jest, którego nie mam wejścia. Halo gościu, bij stamtąd. No i wyszłeś. Halo? No chodź tu pogadać.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague? Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean, you used to be a doctor? Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
Are you afraid or uneasy being surrounded by so many corpses?
Why should I? These bodies are empty vessels. Flesh left to decay. Poof. No soul anymore. All gone.
An interesting point of view. And quite an exotic one, too. Most people fear, or at least have a respect, for dead flesh.
Sir, as a medic during the war, I learned to face my death and the death of others. It's the pain we have to tame, not death itself.
How did you get this job?
After I left the army, I worked as an undertaker down by the docks. A dangerous place with many an unpleasant business there. Milton Hooks helped me get a job here.
Do you work here alone?
Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have to do is watch a few bodies. The situation was very different when the main morgue was still open.
Why do you have to watch these bodies?
Because these poor fellows have no names. We keep them in case someone comes looking for the missing. Sadly, very rarely happens.
Myślałem, że wstają potem.
Why close the hospital's main morgue?
It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave.
Have we met before?
I don't think so, sir. Why?
When we first talked, you said you were glad to meet me since I was reported dead.
Funny story, sir. Your sister came here a few nights ago. You were missing.
O nie.
And she was looking for your body. She must be very relieved now.
O nie. Siostra naszej gada. Tak, bardzo jej kamień z serca spadł.
A pawnbroker? I expect you get all types of people here.
Yes, sir. All kind of people. For I sell all kind of goods.
What kind of goods?
With the quarantine, it's not always easy to buy things. So I trade, I exchange. Some people sell, some others buy. I like to help.
Tak, ja plasz pewnie ciała, kurde, ludzi.
Who comes here to trade with you? It's very unhygienic, even unsafe. Diseases can spread. For the customers, for the hospital.
I'm very cautious, sir. I've been a doctor, remember?
and all my clients are good people. In fact, I think I only know good people.
Since you're not afraid of dying, do you believe in life after death, Rakesh?
No, I believe we must do all the good we can while alive. For our time is short, and the obstacles are endless.
Do you think you would enjoy immortality as a concept?
I don't think so. Don't mistake me. I love life, and I'd like to live a long life. But everything has to decay, sir. Even goodwill.
So you're ready to die?
No, I am not. I don't fear death, for I won't see it. What troubles me is the pain my death will inflict to those I know.
You're a wise man, Mr. Chidana.
No, Dr. Reed. I am a foolish man. But I like to think otherwise.
Do you really believe goodwill cannot last?
As I said, sir, everything decays. If I was to never die, goodness, I would be bored or worse. And I like to be helpful, sir.
Quite depressing, wouldn't you say?
Yes, but the good news is we'll all die before losing our humanity, sir.
Tak. To wszystko? Jeszcze można z to pohandlować, ale to
Goodbye,
już nie teraz. O se pogadali. No coś się świeciło. A to właśnie. Miasto cię potrzebuje. Ten kuferek by się przydał, ale niestety nie otworzę go. Otwórzmy sobie listy jeszcze. Nawet taki. Gdzie te listy były? Tu. Serio? Zmięty list. Próbówka krwi. Nie mogę to kliknąć. Aha, dodało mi tylko PD. Widziałem nic więcej. To już czytaliśmy chyba. Jakieś tam szczegóły podochodziły. Nie boi się śmierci, odkąd służy jako lekarz polowy. Tutaj mamy dwie wskazówki. Koledzy z pracy mi to nie ma wysokiego mniemania. Milton wyjął pieniądze od części pacjentów i okej. Ciekawe jaka będzie trzecia. Krąg. O nim nic nie wiemy. O nim też nic nie wiemy. No, coś tam się dowiedzieliśmy. To też widziałem. O, jakiś list. Jakieś rzeczy. Też jest list? Tak to wygląda, ale się nie da dobrać. Dobra, na razie nie będę z nimi gadał, tylko chciałem iść do swojego pokoju. było na dole, w lewo coś tam mówiła. I tędy chyba, nie?
This must be the place.
O.
It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
Nie musi spać w trumnie.
The flower is dying. It needs water.
To podlej go. Nie masz wody? O. Artykuł dotyczący ekonów. Dobrze, poczytamy. Jest wyjście, tu jest kuferek. I nic więcej tutaj nie ma. Czym tego nie mogę zabrać? Rzemiosło. Na stole może stworzyć lekarstwo. Ulepszyć broń. Blokować nowe receptury. Najpierw zbadaj znalezisko. Okej. Rzemiosło. Masz dość elementów, by ulepszyć jedno ze swoich broni. Wciśnij D. Wybierz broń białą, aby ją ulepszyć. Siekiera. Siekiera jest lepsza niż ten. Trzymałość 15. Trzymałość 25. Prędkość tak 15. 99. Dwuręczna. Poziom pierwszy. Siekiera jest lepsza niż ten, serio. No, nie chcę ulepszać broni. Szkoda przedmiotów. Haha.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it.
No, zauważyłem.
I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
Odpocznij, by ewoluować. Dobra, trzeba kończyć. Nie idziemy jeszcze spać. Później pójdziemy spać. Jeszcze pogadamy z ludźmi później. Dobra, robaczki, idziemy spać. Ja na dzisiaj kończę. Więc do zobaczenia i dobranoc.